In today's video, I'll be telling you 1, 2, 3 sure ways. Yes, 3 sure ways to have your property demolished by the Lagos State government. You heard me right. Yes, 3 sure ways to have your property demolished with bulldozers by the Lagos State government. Let's get right into the video. The first sure reason to have that property demolished by the Lagos State government is building without a building approval. Yes, what's a building approval? These are codes of conduct and specifications that every building is meant to follow in terms of the kind of materials you're meant to use, the kind of specifications that each type of construction work should have. So if you ask me, I'll say this is actually a safety measure for you as an individual, because in recent times we've had houses crumbling and people are losing their lives alongside properties have been lost. So this is actually a tragic event, and to avoid this particular thing, the Lagos State government has been crunching down seriously on developers and also individual people that actually want to build their own houses to ensure that every of their construction projects has a Lagos State government building approval. So to avoid that property to be crushed down, to be locked up, please get your building approval. It's actually a safety measure for you. It's a way of ensuring that your house is following the right specification in terms of construction and the likes. The second reason why that house would be demolished and crushed is encroaching into government properties, encroaching into projects that have been left for the government or have been set aside by the government. And this could also be building on right of ways. And what are examples of encroachment? This is building along water paths or waterways. This could include building along drainage paths like canals, gutters, or building along paths that have been designated for road constructions, or building along places that have been set aside for installation of electrical poles. Things like this will cause your property to be demolished. Avoid things like this. Ensure you do your due diligence when you're acquiring a property to ensure that you are not encroaching. Irrespective of how much you have spent on this particular property, when the government is ready for their development, they will come down and they will demolish those buildings, they will demolish those projects, and there will be no form of compensation for you. I don't think anybody wants to put their money down the drain. I don't think you would work so hard to just throw it down the drain. So ensure that your house, your property that you're buying, or the house you're building is not along any form of drainage channel. In recent times, we've heard news that people come and start wailing that the government just woke up with little or very short notice to crush their houses and people's life savings. So you really want to avoid things like that. And how do you do that? Ensure that your house is not situated along a drainage path. You're not encroaching on any form of government property. You're not building along a right of way or the likes. And also, if you're also building, ensure that you leave the necessary setbacks. Ensure that, yes, if you're building your house along a road, ensure that you're not encroaching on the road itself. Ensure that you leave the necessary setback before you start any form of construction work. And I feel like sometimes you need to emphasize this particular need when you're talking to your contractors, your engineers, your builders. And the third sure way to have that property demolished by the government is violating environmental laws and zoning regulations. What are environmental laws and zoning regulations? These are regulations that specify what type of building or what type of construction should be done in a particular area. According to the Lagos State town planning, specific areas have been segregated for special reasons. There are certain parts of the states that have been designated for agricultural purposes. There are certain parts that have been designated for commercial purposes. So building a commercial property or building a commercial project in an area that is strictly residential is a recipe for demolition, because you are not only disobeying the government, one way or the other, you are also constituting a nuisance. Because imagine a business that brings a lot of traffic. You're causing noise pollution to those in that residential area. And the same goes for building an agricultural project in an environment that is strictly residential or for certain industrial purposes. These are violating environmental codes and also building regulations in those areas. And there are also recipes to have your property demolished by the Lagos State government. I really hope you found these 3 sure reasons very useful and you obey them to the T so as not to lose your hard-earned money. If you found this video helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll be very glad to attend to them. And I'll see you in my next video.